49ers leader at quarterback. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the proper.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that will set them up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Trucks over it. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with career touchdown number 60. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 17 carries, 89 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing after the interception, Fields. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the back.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Read option. Here's Montgomery. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 21-0 our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carving.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah, you play defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Holding offense. What's up, man?
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Shepard. He's got a man. Complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him. Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Off the play fake. Shepard. Finding Gray going across the field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Shepard. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray from 3 yards out. And the 49ers are pouring it on. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Fields. And again, back to Komet. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields.
And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now Fields, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown, better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3.
They go play action here on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Shepard. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Shepard. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Running left, Montgomery. And a short gain here down to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
To throw is Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw again. Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Shepard
winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 right.
Throwing again. Shepard. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36.
Come back team. Come back team. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Shepard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 2, Shepard. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Come on, dog! So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Great move by Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 7.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Fields to Komet there for his Chicago first. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
After the sack on first down,
Fields
throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Off play action. Shepard. His throw incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Panther 11. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught. It's Samuel.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
60 Eagles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Able to find Gray here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now here's Ross.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Off the play fake. Shepard. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
18 Rattler. 50 Bobcat. 19 Lions.
Off play action. Shepard. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win.